Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. I know, we're slowing down on the box opening videos, focusing on the news and the craziness happening. So today, we're doing a case of Dusk Till Dawn. And I wanted to pick the case that would get people the most triggered. I said, we need the worst return. I got this return to sender Dusk Till Dawn case from another patron who forgot where he is on the planet Earth. I said, this is going to be the luck case. We are getting ready to crack this open. I took the shipping label off, and we are getting ready to go into it. Are you all ready? We are going to experience, oh my gosh, this is from the original promo kit. This is how long I've been having this. So Sean, sit back, relax, as we revisit our one video of Dusk Till Dawn, the 4-box case. And as we talk about the quite unbelievable single card prices, and we discussed some of the heavy hitters post-release here, and some of the, wow, the heavy hitter hero, those crazy Marvel ones are people are going crazy for. So Sean, sit back, relax. I know this is our little mini box here, and we are going to crack 4 boxes. Hopefully, obviously, we're looking for, let's get the pack order out of the way on this one. Let's see, it's 2, 3, 4 commons, 5 commons, 6, 7. Okay, so about 8 is our foil. Then we should have a rare, and then of course, okay, so, oh wow, so the second rare is the last card in the pack. Okay, wow, okay, so there is no token or something on the back, so usually I like it when they kind of don't use as the back, because there's nicks and little corner things on that, so that gives us an idea of the pack order. So, as we start chopping through these things, we're looking for the goodies, obviously. We are going to be discussing the single cards prices of Dusk Till Dawn. Yes, this was the one with the little crazy serialized, flashy prisms and the sketch thing and all that craziness. And those things are impossible to find. And they, ooh, there's our first foil rare there, looking nice and spicy. That purple always looks great. And of course, coming in with our rare and rare there. Yeah, so the prices and the ability to pull those insane prism sketch. I think there was 10, right? Gorgeous art on that. They are super, if you can actually find one. I know there's a couple floating around. I don't know if there's any for sale, but they are extraordinarily expensive. Our first Majestic, ladies and gentlemen, a numbskull. I know that's what you all think I look like, which you're not far off. You're not far off. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting thing to see the really soft box prices on Flesh and Blood on the secondary market, yet the firm and pretty strong single cards. It's a very, very, very distorted situation. It's interesting how there's quite a bit of people who will crack their boxes in stores just to sell singles because of how weak the sealed market is for Flesh and Blood. It's very bizarre. Ooh, Majestic number 2, off-centered, top to bottom there. Oh my. You got the old courage there. We don't see stuff like this in Magic and Pokemon. We don't see it in the other, a lot of the other CCGs. For some reason, Flesh and Blood is the biggest culprit of strange single versus sealed disparity. I don't really know specifically what's causing that. There's a lot of speculation about, you know, most of the people in Flesh and Blood are players. They just want the single cards and the game pieces, and it's cheap and available. Nobody likes to buy sealed boxes. They're spending less. There's a lot of, we all have our opinion on it, but it's been, ooh, that looks really nice. Look at that angelic wrath. But we don't, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I don't think there's really one specific reason that's causing it, but it's very strange to see, like if you go on TCG Player, like a Dusk Till Dawn box is what, 70 bucks or something? And yet, look at the single card prices. Is anyone done the math on that? So oh, that's an extended art. We got our first Herald to try. If I recall, and it's been a while that I've looked at this particular set, I don't think the rare extended arts were the really desirable one. I think the Majestic extended arts, at least in this particular set, I think there's 1 or 2 Majestic extended arts, I thought, unless I'm getting confused with Uprising or Dynasty. I thought that's where the chase was mostly. I don't know if the rare versions were as desirable on there. God, these Shadow Brew, dude, some of these art on those things are just absolutely insane. So, yeah, we see that a very, very large just disparity where you have, I mean, you have single cards in this set and like chase cards that are like hundreds of dollars. There's like, I think even, isn't Levia or something? Isn't she like $500 to $700 or something? And foil common craziness again. And it's like, God, look at that. That's, every time I see Demigong, I think of, was it Scary? No. what's the Netflix show? Stranger Things. I always think that when I see that particular art from this set. Always reminds me of that. I wonder if there's influence on that when they did that. Or maybe not. Maybe the timing is just weird. Anyways, Blessing and Wall Breaker there. So far, Sean, very slow start here. We got nothing above a foil rare. We got no weird hits on there, unless it's I'm missing something and I'm skimming through commons and you guys are yelling in the comment section. There's God, the framework on that always so neat looking in the shadow. Foil rare and regular rare. And our third Majestic, the old Lost in Thought for the Illusionist. Again, we do not have any foil Majestics. We got a single extended art rare. We are not pulling anything crazy in this. Again, one of the reasons that we shifted over to doing case openings, because the volatility gives very large swings if we just do a box or two. And on like Dusk Till Dawn and like some of these newer sets, we can burn through quite a bit and get a better idea of the value or how the case is. And there we go, folks. Our first foil Majestic, the old Hill, coming in a little hot there. And I don't think Warlock Hill is one of the desirable ones. But anyways, I'm not really sure. I haven't ran the numbers. I'm sure there's some stores out there and you guys who have, but it makes you wonder if the box prices are cheap enough. And yet there are even Diabolic Offering, non-foil, and there are enough cards that are desirable. You know, is there arbitrage opportunity for some of these products? Does that arbitrage go away as the product ages? Does it get better? That's been kind of a lot of chatter when it comes to these Flesh and Blood sets. The Flesh and Blood obviously has a very strong, very loyal chunk of the player base that's very big into the singles and the game piece style of making sure those game piece and those singles for tournament use and organized play or whatever it is, they want those cards to be available and, of course, not overly expensive. I can't get this last item on since otherwise. So we definitely, because of that kind of culture around modern Flesh and Blood, it's interesting to see a stronger single market and a weaker sealed market. It's a very unusual situation to have, especially in the U.S. And another demagogue over here. A lot of people and a lot of my patrons who are outside the U.S., especially in like Canada, especially in Europe, and especially the Asia Pacific, it's very interesting the things they say to me versus the... Oh, that's extended art, but it doesn't really... I mean, it's a young here, extended art. It's very interesting the difference, even from my own patrons, when they'll talk about, you know, what they see versus what they feel is going on, and then an international patron will reply and be like, bro, you're totally wrong. Things are crazy successful over here. And then a U.S. patron's like, no. Flesh and Blood it's weak. With the stores are having a hard time selling sealed boxes. Oh, expendable limbs. You're definitely having that tug of war still. And it's kind of interesting to see. We want to see how everything kind of settles out in the next 6 months to a year. I think that'll be quite interesting. Ooh, Majestic number 2. We got a Starstruck. Look at Bravo's face. I don't remember seeing that particular. There was a. Okay, I thought the cold foil was in the back of the pack. So, ladies and gentlemen, Grasp with Darkness, cold foil common. That's a swing and a miss. Sorry, Sean. Cold foil common in the middle of the pack, though. That's good. I kept thinking why did I put that? That's the foil. I kept thinking the cold foil because I saw the pack order. I thought it'd be in the back. So we do have a cold foil. It is a common, not very exciting, but that was probably the best pack of the box between actually pulling a cold foil and a foil Majestic. Oh, dude, that's a gorgeous looking card there. So, anyways, that is the end of box 1 already. We're about 8 minutes in. Again, we're going to do a whole case here, so I'm not going to go too slow on this particular situation. But I mostly just want to talk about kind of going back on Dusk Till Dawn and Dynasty and Uprising. These particular sets were pretty successful at release. And as they age, the prices softened, but the single card prices have not softened the way the boxes have. And that's really backwards compared to the way like the Magic market works. In the MTG world, we have such a different behavior. Because in Magic, you know, as things rotate out of standard, as the supply continues to that constant downward pressure, Magic, the single cards tend to erode and get cheaper and cheaper as the product ages and they rotate out of standard, power creep and overprinting Hasbro to 0. But usually the sealed boxes tend to drift upwards a lot quicker in Magic as the singles drift downwards. Does that make sense, everybody? I hope that makes sense. So in Flesh and Blood, it's the first time I've seen we have a situation where it's backwards. Flesh and Blood, the singles tend to be drifting upwards, while we have the boxes kind of flat and drifting downwards as they age. Super, super strange behavior. And I don't know if that's a temporary thing. That does, God, those do look really neat. I don't know. Whoa. I don't recall seeing the old Death Hydra. It's been so long since I've looked at this set. This is, how many, wait, Dusk Till Dawn's what, 3 sets back now? Our first, oh, sorry, let's put that foil Majestics. Those are foil Majestics. We'll put those up there. Wait a minute, I put my rare in the wrong pile. There we go, there we go. I was going to say, it's been, golly, this is multiple sets back now. But anyways, a lot of people, including myself and patrons, we've chatted about this quite a bit on why does Flesh and Blood have such a different, beautiful red on that foil rare. Why is the market kind of behavior on products aging, why is it so different than even Magic, even Pokemon? Like Pokemon is very similar to Magic, where the single cards of Pokemon, most of them tend to drift lower as the product ages. Gorgeous, gorgeous resolve on that. Holy smokes, is it an Illusionist Guardian? Yeah, just Light Illusion. Wow, beautiful card in there. Pokemon does the same thing. Pokemon bulk used to be a big thing. Pokemon just overall, there's always a couple of chase cards that become desirable, sought after, and even get graded. But Pokemon sealed product would stay very flat. The singles would kind of stay flat and bounce around, maybe a few would pop up. But then as the product ages, and literally after 6 months, a year to 2 years, Pokemon boxes are like usually the fastest to kind of dry up and appreciate. It's a very strange thing. And then in Pokemon, most of the time, well, the demand for the single cards tend to erode and go down, and nobody cares till they get the flashy new hot thing. And maybe that's a sign of just a different type of collectors and playability. Isn't that crazy how different? Oh, by the way, we got the old Ruin back there. The old Demigon. This is yellow and blue, but look at the difference. Like, you see the light colors, but when you put the foiling on there, it almost gives us that 3D look on certain cards like that. I always thought that was always a really cool looking thing. So, all right, Sean. But anyways, so far, average. We're not doing that great. I picked the crunchy Return to Sender box. I thought this would be our lucky break, man. I was hoping. Oh, all right. Herald Triumph's the same. That's the same card. The same extended art. Really? So usually you're supposed. I think, isn't it like one extended art per box you're supposed to get? And unfortunately, it looks like we got the exact same thing back to back. That's kind of disappointing. All right, there we go. Foil common, there and there. So I don't know if that's intentional in the Flesh and Blood world compared to these other card games, or it's just something that's naturally occurring based on the behavior of the player base that's into Flesh and Blood compared to... Because remember, Pokemon has, on a percentage scale, Pokemon has the lowest percentage of players versus collectors, in, I guess, players versus collectors and investors, compared to any CCG on the market. Most people, I mean, I would be willing to bet 5% of people play Pokemon, and 95% are collectors and investors. That is, the Pokemon market's always been that way. And I don't think it really ever changes, and that's okay. Magic is probably, I think Magic's probably a pretty good split. I'd almost be willing to say it's like 50-50. Now, Flesh and Blood seems to be like, 90% players. Beautiful foil rare on that late arrest. Yeah. Oh my God. Are you serious? Are you serious? The exact same cold foil back to back also? Holy crap, that's dumpster fire luck. Back to back identical cold foils, Sean. Back to back, like what? I've never seen that happen on a Flesh and Blood opening. In the last 4 or 5 years we've done fab openings, I've never seen identical back to back like that. That is completely, wow. That is ooh, look at that. That is an awesome card, by the way. If you, we haven't pulled this in the, obviously the rainbow foil, but this card in rainbow foil with the lightning and everything, dude, this is a wild card, man. Anyway, well, Sean, sorry, the first 2 boxes are just completely bizarre. Usually when we pick the damage or the dented boxes, usually it's like, in the card world, that's always a meme that it's like super good luck. So far, yeah, well, it's not really, so far this box opening is not been that great. So far, I mean, having a back-to-back duplicate common cold foil, having the exact same extended art as far as the rare, and it's not the one we really want to see, just a regular cheap one, is that's pretty disappointing on there. Beautiful again, foil common and rare and rare. I mean, we got 2 foil Majestics from the first box. I don't think we have any foil Majestics in box 2. We're about done with box 2 already. So yeah, folks, unfortunately, This is a rougher video so far as value go. Hey, call down the lightning. That's non-foil majestic. I was like, some of the majestics, man, in the foil, because Flesh and Blood still, you know, some of the foils in these variants, they're still pretty pricey, man. Again, the regular rares, regular foil rares, and a lot of these regular cards, these are not. God, we've had so many demigods, Jesus. They are usually pretty cheap cards. I'd say most of them are going to be under like $2 a card. They're going to be not a lot of financial value there. Anyways, but that's kind of the biggest thing I want to talk to you about is it's been really bizarre to just see the continued price discrepancies between the singles and the boxes. And it makes you wonder, you know, okay, so if I take 1,000 boxes of Dusk Till Dawn and I just do a mass box opening of 1,000 boxes, you know, hey, there we go, Call Down the Lightning, Foil Majestic, we were just talking about that. Look at the difference on the art style there. Okay, there we go. And of course, rare and rare. The old Rudy's little eyeball sticking through the helm there. It makes you wonder, like, because a lot of other people counter this in the comment section. They'll say something like, well, Rudy, the liquidity on the demand of the Flesh and Blood is very different. So even if you did, like, some crazy 1,000-box opening and you had a bunch of the $500 cards, like if you had the $700 Levia or something, you wouldn't be able to sell a bunch of them. The liquidity, there's not enough buyers who would even be interested in buying it. I'm not sure how much truth that has. Oh, there we go. Foil rare and the old Vortex. That's another neat one in the hollow. Those purples really pop. So we are box 3 already. Sean, sorry man, it's not going that great at all. Charge you $18,649.69 for this video. Unfortunately, we are not having so far, and we are just crossed the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. So far, we have not been able to have an absolute home run. No crazy. And again, this is a whole case. So we should have at least one legendary, right? Again, track printing, we're supposed to. All right, a little slithering again to the Shadow Pede. God, what was that card remind me of? Anyway, we're supposed to have a legendary. Okay, I'm gonna lay it out there. We're supposed to have a legendary. That's what we're gonna keep telling ourselves right now. Anyway, so if you did do a bunch of these things, is it even possible to sell the real expensive cards? Are there enough buyers of the high-end cards so that you can actually convert back to, oh, hello there. Oh, well, there's a legend. It's not cold foil. We do have the Versus. Okay, good old Iron Song. It is. We got a legendary. Unfortunately, it's not cold foil. I was just complaining. We're supposed to have a legend. Now, if you get a rainbow foil legendary, does that mean you can't get another legendary that's cold foil? Are you limited? Like, I'm wondering about the slot there. Because I think that was in a different slot. That was not in the same slot as the cold foils that we pulled there. So I think we can still get, we should be able to still pull. I'm pretty sure. You guys, it shows how naive I am and uninformed it's been. I mean, this is multiple Flesh and Blood sets back, and I cannot remember. I know the pack order shift and everything like that, and ooh, there you go. Oh! There we go. Okay. Okay, there's the answer. Okay, what a pack. Wow. All right. Anthem of Spring, beautiful, majestic. And ladies and gentlemen, there's our cold foil. It is a Shroud of Darkness. Common cold foil again. So 3 boxes in. Well, I guess so. It looks like the Rainbow Foil Legendary was definitely in a different slot. So that had no impact on the cold foil or the pull rate. Ooh, another foil majestic. Okay. I think it's 3 foil majestics in one box. I'm pretty sure we haven't done that, right? Isn't that? I don't think we've done that previously. Foil common. I think usually it's 1 or 2 foil majestics a box. That seems a little higher than normal. Anyways, I want to jump over real quick to the heavy hitters because I waited to film this. I wanted to see what would happen post heavy hitters, and especially after everyone's drama with the Oblivion. Ooh, that's neat. Boy, that blue and that foil would look nice. With everyone's all bright lights. There's not enough support for other things. It's just one thing, and making all this. Oh, they screwed up the marbles. It's a terrible set. Everything's God me. Ooh, a little diplomacy action there. Okay, so obviously heavy hitters is being received way better than bright lights. Okay, if you haven't seen by now, heavy hitters, the Marvels with the insanely gorgeous. The Marvels remind me of like the Bravo one, where they had the flip with the full-sided Bravo. So in heavy hitters, the Hero Marvels is a massive selling point difference. Okay, ooh, beautiful, that foil common. And I think that alone is going to put tremendous support behind heavy hitters, okay? And I'm pretty confident, and I can't guarantee it because I don't want to misspeak. Ooh, look at that. I don't want to misspeak, but I'm pretty sure. Ooh, another Majestic. Really? Dig it. Oh my God, the art on the... Dude, LSS, you guys never hold back on the Brute artwork, man. Dude, the blood and guts and gore on Brute artwork it lives up to the name of Flesh and Blood, man. Like, holy... And I know the name Flesh and Blood is because you're supposed to play in the Flesh and Blood in person. That's the point of the name. But man, Flesh and Blood lives up to the name with Brute artwork, man. It is absolutely... there ain't much more blunt artwork than Brute, man. Anyways, so the heavy hitters thing's been very, very interesting because everybody's waiting to see. And after... Ooh, oh, God, this was one of my favorite... I remember this previously. The Figment of Wrath. Dude, this might be my favorite piece of art in this set. And I know some of the flashy cards and things, but dude, that red with that background, with the, you see like the royalty sitting at the seats. Oh my God, I love. Who did the art on that? I love MJ. Oh my, the art on that just. Oh my, I can't imagine like a giant piece of art on that and like hand done. I know this is like not really hand paint or anything art, but still, holy smokes. Ooh, again, look at the light. Looks like an oil. Looks like one of Rudy's oil paintings. I love it, man. Hey, widespread. Annihilation there, Majestic. We're getting a lot more Majestics in this box. I don't recall. I think the first box, we didn't have nearly as many, Sean. So, anyways, back to the heavy hitter situation. A lot of people were waiting to see what adjustments or corrections would have been done with heavy hitters after all the, I don't know, the drama regarding the Marvels and the situation and the whole Bright Light. I still stand by. I don't think Bright Lights was that bad of a set, but the market made its decision very, very quickly, and the market just rejected it. The market was just completely ruthless on Bright Light. Hey! Oh, I thought, wait, never mind. Herald, another Herald. This is Ravages, extended art rare. Again, like I told you guys, we usually get one extended art. You're supposed to. Per box, unfortunately, no Majestic extended art. It's just a rare one. I do believe Heavy Hitters is going to perform and hold up better than Bright Lights and some of the previous sets. Now, as far as the sealed box prices go, as long as the print runs aren't crazy, as long as they're kind of keeping things pretty tight, because again, the U.S., the spend rate, the economy over here, again, the other countries may be doing better. That's what I've been hearing from patrons and other people that keep saying there's a huge difference. But obviously in the U.S., the customers in the card world, the amount of spending and buying that customers and people are doing in the U.S. here remains down quite substantially compared to the booms. Ooh, look at that. Prayer. Ooh, that's cool looking. God, I wish we'd get more of the foils of that. Definitely remains way down compared to the peaks of 2021 when everything came off of that everything boom, you know? So another beautiful foil common there. And as we wrap up, box 3 already. This one was better. At least we got an Iron Soul as a Versus. Yeah, we got a Versus over there. Again, it is rainbow, not cold foil. But we still had 3 cold foils. Unfortunately, no Majestic extended arts though. And ending this, oh, never mind, we got 2 left. I believe that heavy hitters should hopefully hold up and perform better post-release than how the market beat the crap out of Bright Lights. That's kind of my, oh, it's such a gorgeous card. I forgot about this one, Alluring Inducement. Beautiful, gorgeous card. You got our girl Prism on the right there, absolutely beautiful. Oh, such a gorgeous card, man. All right. Is that Cheyenne on the left? Who's the... Oh, Cheyenne. Yeah, it is a shape. Oh, wow. I was like, wait a minute. What was that? I can't... Dude, it's been ages since we've opened this. All right, folks. Anyways, as we wrap up box 3, going into the foil common and nothing right there. So we're hitting the final box of the video, Sean. Still, we did not get any crazy, absolutely... We were hoping for some absolutely insane stuff. We're on box 4 already. I know, time flies. I'm hoping for something spicy in the close. Please, something spicy in the close. Let's end the video, because again, I do not have other Dusk Till Dawn box openings. I do not have other plans to open a bunch of older Flesh and Blood right now, as I'm focusing on some other departments of the business. I don't have time to get that many of the box openings with all the regular news cycle videos that we do on this channel. So you're going to see a little bit of slowdown. I do want to, like I said, do some heavy hitter box openings. I'd like to go and do some the Murders of Karlov Manor, the Magic openings. Like I said, there's still some other openings between the new Fab set and the new Magic set I do want to do. I want to chase some serialized cards in the Karlov manner, and I want to see if we can hit some of those crazy Marvel heroes in the new Flesh and Blood set. I think that would be really fun to do for some box openings. Let's see here. Besides that, not really too much else. Everything's just kind of started off 2024 pretty good, as you guys have saw me do. Ooh. Oh, that'd be awesome in cold foil, man. You guys know I love really cool books like that. How was it? It's the, come on, Bruce Campbell, Army of Darkness vibe. Anybody out there old like me? Bruce Campbell, Army of Darkness, anybody? Or am I just revealing how old I am to you guys? That was always a very playful, fun, cheesy, zombie type old school 80s, 90s. Oh, it's so, okay. Wait, whoa, hold on. Boom! Cold foil legendary. Sean, cold foil legendary. Hold on, everybody calm down. Buckle up, Buttercup. I got it ready. The sleeve is here. What do you always do, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further? You always stick it in a sleeve. Unless you want a bunch of kids. But I like kids. All right, no sleeve. Ready, Sean? Oh, it's not cold foil. It's rainbow. I thought we had a cold foil. Oh my God. Ooh, and a northern wind's back there. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, gorgeous. This card in cold foil, although even in rainbow, this is one of the rainbow foil cards that... Okay, hot take. Certain cards in Flesh and Blood actually look better in rainbow foil. I know, hot take. This is one of the few cards I think looks more beautiful in rainbow foil because of the actual gold and the outfit on her. It's just the way it highlights her is just gorgeously breathtaking, man. Okay, so we ending box 4 is, hey, you know what? That's 2 legendaries in one case, though. I know they're not cold foil, Sean, but you know, that's still pretty dang gone good, man. That's pretty damn good, man. That's, you know, we always hope for one. And, oh, what's that? Oh, Annihilation. I mean, God, we got a lot of Majestics in this video compared to some previous videos we did. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty good. I really do. I don't think we can all really be upset by a double legendary case, you know? I don't think that's... And to remind everybody, you know, it's very strange. Ooh, there we go. There's the card. Look at that. Yeah. In the Majestic foil. Those Majestic foils, let me tell you something. Compared to the non-Majestic foils, yeah, foils in Flesh and Blood and cold foils, some of the higher-end cards are still quite difficult to pull, which is why I believe a lot of them still hold quite a bit of value, because the pull rates remain actually pretty difficult to get on these, the higher up. Especially when you get above that Majestic to the Legendary and Fables, the pull rates remain incredibly low. Especially if it's a pull rate of a cold foil version of that particular slot. Here, ooh, there we go, the Beckoning Light. Again, not foil or extended art or anything. So that's kind of my final comments to you all as we get to the end of this video. Is it looks like the sorry, I thought we had something there. It looks like the actual heavy hitters is going to be a lot more successful than Bright Lights. The initial feedback when they had that big event in New Zealand, people seemed very excited by it. And not just people focusing on the actual Marvel flashy heroes, but in general, the actual Melee, the return to that vibe and the kind of look and feel of that particular set reminds a lot of people of the kind of the original block era of the WTR, and it gives a lot of people a little nostalgia and throwback vibe from, yes folks, 4 or 5 years ago. That's how long it's been. And I think that alone, as long as they combine that with, ooh, I love the art on that Figment. That is my favorite Figment art, man. So you combine that with the overall tightening of the print runs and everybody being careful, I think it should be able to hold and do good post-release without the market turning on it. And that's kind of at least what I'm hoping to see. And I'm sure the company is hoping to see the same thing. And we don't get a lot of drama and shifts and everything similar to, you know, what happened with Bright Lights. I think that's kind of the perspective that everybody's hoping for right now. And I think that's possible. I think overall, I don't think we're going to see like a hard pullback and a supply issue the way we saw with Bright Lights. And I think that's going to be very positive. And yes, folks, I know James made public that the Everfest Unlimited, which I was going to discuss in the discussion video here pretty soon when we talk about heavy hitters and the single prices. So there is no Everfest Unlimited. I guess they just straight up just trashed all of it and paid it. Dude, I can't imagine the cost to print all that and then pay a company to professionally destroy it. Otherwise, you end up like Wizards of the Coast, where people take pictures of your shit in the the dumpster, or no, in the landfills. And they're like, hey, look what I found in the landfill. Because you got to pay money quite a bit to properly destroy and remove things. Ooh, another hill there, non-foil. I think it's probably, I can't imagine the cost. I'm sure it's probably pretty expensive to properly do that kind of thing. So, again, as we see how all these things unfold, beautiful. God, look at that. Celestial Reprimand. Gorgeous artwork. Hey! Oh, it's a Herald Rebirth. Never mind. Extended Art Rare. I thought it was a little different there. Alright, folks. But again, a couple packs left. We are wrapping things up right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed a little throwback and a little video discussion. And look at that. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, right in the end, a cold foil legs. Ooh, we got print lines across the center there. So not only did box 4 have a legendary, but we actually have a legendary with 2 cold foils in the last box. I know, they weren't crazy fables or anything, but you know what? I'm going to consider that to be pretty successfully good. Can't really complain about that. So, I think that's everything I wanted to say, everybody. And then we'll meet again in the Flesh and Blood world. Oh, Poison the Well. Oh, I love that. Does anybody else think that's like Disney vibes? Like, I feel like that artwork reminds me of like Disney-style artwork and vibes. That's just me. Last pack of the video, and again, I don't plan on revisiting this anytime soon. So I hope you all enjoyed this throwback for the foil common and the Demigod in the close. Final comments, Sean, thanks for being a very kind patron. Enjoy all the cards. Yes, you do get, you can have, if you want to get some graded and have another one, I'm sure you'll message me after this video goes live. And it'll be very interesting to see how 2024 treats Flesh and Blood. Now that we're in this new market cycle, you know, we've got MetaZoo is long gone. We've got the Disney Lorcana being reprinted to the ground. We've got One Piece talking about massive reprints to push their prices down. Game pieces for everybody. We got Magic and Hasbro and Chris Cox trying to keep his job by doing massive changes on print run reductions that are extremely severe. And there's actually concerns now Magic's cutting print runs too much. And of course, with the new updates coming with Pokemon here in the next set with Temporal, it's going to be very interesting to see how 2024 unfolds. But it feels like we are out of the bear market of the last 2 years of just pretty much everything crashing. So hopefully that we can all have a good year. In all these different brands and companies, everything can move forward and have a good, stable year. That's what I kind of see coming. And I hope you all stick with me and we enjoy the journey.